Welcome back, Tiger sports fans, for another episode of Tiger Sports Nation. I'm your host, Katie Moore.
And I'm Henry Stribe, and we're going to get you caught up on Tiger sports from this past week.
Different weekend, but the same story for the Tigers football team. They still remain undefeated and improved their record to 5-0 as they claimed an astounding 66-7 victory over Oberlin. Jalen Smith caught 4 touchdowns, tying DePauw's single-game record, and he had a career high of 200 receiving yards. Quarterback Nathan McCahill completed 14 of 21 passes for 320 yards and 5 touchdowns. He had a 273.2 efficiency rating, making it the third time this season he's received a rating over 263. Robbie Ballantyne collected 5 touchdowns, and Gus Baumgartner rushed for a pair himself. The Tigers' defense was led by Luke Marsh and Liam Wright, who had 5 tackles each, and Ethan Lowry's pair of sacks, while Rylan Irvin also had an interception. DePauw will be back in Blackstock this Saturday at 1 p.m. to host Denison.
The women's soccer team won a game and lost one this past week. Their week began with a trip to Wilmington on Tuesday, where they lost 1-3. Whitney Wells scored the lone goal for the Tigers. On Saturday, DePauw hosted Asbury and had a shutout 3-0 victory. It only took 25 seconds for Annalise Gramel to score the opening goal of the game, and the Tigers never stopped after that. Whitney Wells and Ashley Green contributed the other 2 goals in the win. Mallory Mundy and Aubrey Empey shared time and goal for the Tigers, and Empey contributed 1 save. They will be back in action on Saturday when they travel to Hiram with the first kick scheduled for 1 p.m.
Nothing new for the field hockey team as they collected yet another win over the weekend. The Tigers collected their 6th straight win at Kenyon on Saturday with a 1-0 victory. Amy Apfelbaum scored the only goal of the game, and Bella Lauber and Scarlett Oaks split time in goal. Lauber collected 1 save and Oaks collected 5. DePauw will look to extend their winning streak when they travel to Washington and Jefferson this Saturday with a game time set for 10 a.m.
The men's soccer team played twice this week at home, tying with Hope and taking a 1-3 loss against Kenyon. Ethan Webster contributed the solo goal for DePauw against the Owls. The Tigers will travel to Crawfordsville on Wednesday for a rivalry matchup against the Wabash Little Giants, with the first kick scheduled for 4 p.m.
The volleyball team started their week of games off strong, winning the first 3 matches over Rose-Hulman on Tuesday. Over the weekend, they traveled to Worcester and played 2 games, and the Tigers remain undefeated in conference play as they beat the Fighting Scots 3-1. Katie Gansel and Caden Harrington each had 11 kills for DePauw, while Olivia Carwin led with 23 assists. The Tigers also played Otterbein and lost a hard-fought set of matches 2-3. DePauw will host Spalding on Wednesday at Neal Fieldhouse with the first serve scheduled for 7 p.m.
Men's golf took first place out of 8 teams in the state line shootout in Harrison, Ohio over the weekend with a 2-round score of 600. Joe Murdoch paced the Tigers with a score of 148 to finish in a tie for 3rd. Brooks Coates was the medalist in individual play with a score of 146. The Tigers will close out their fall play this weekend at the Wabash Fall Invitational. The women's golf team traveled north to the Yale Invitational and were led by Becky Williams' even par performance of 72. The women put together a team score of 331.
And that's it for Tiger Sports this week. Now, it's time for Hot Topic, where we talk about something from the Tiger sports world or the greater sports world that we just can't stop thinking about. Henry?
Let's talk about the NL wildcard race. The playoffs are set. Philadelphia, Miami, and Arizona prevailed. I was really rooting for the Cubs.
Oh, boy.
They were looking like they were in great position about a month ago and just kind of fell apart near the end. Lost a lot of games to Arizona. So personally, I'm looking forward to next year, but I'm still excited to watch the playoff games. October baseball is always fun.
Yeah. So if it's not the Cubs, who do you want, or who are you rooting for now?
I don't have any other big favorites, but it'd be cool to see Miami go far.
Okay. Well, that's good. I'm going to stick to DePauw sports this week for my hot topic. The women's cross country team with a perfect score of 15.
Yeah.
That's really impressive.
Mm-hmm.
So for those who don't know how cross country scoring works, top 5 score, and your score is the place you got.
Mm-hmm. Lowest score wins.
Yeah, and 15 is the best you can get, and they went 1 through 5. I was actually at that race, and they looked pretty quick. They were running so fast, and they're running it was a 3.74 miles. Is that the conversion?
6K. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, they looked like they were sprinting for 3 miles. So well earned. And they're still undefeated, right, as a team?
Yep. Really good pack running.
Yeah.
Really, really fun to watch.
Yeah, I'm proud of the Tigers this week. I can't stop thinking about it. It's pretty awesome. And that will do it for this episode of Tiger Sports Nation. Once again, I'm Katie Moore.
And I'm Henry Stribe, and as always,
Roll Tigs.